Hi, art historians. We are now in Module 13, European Baroque Part 2. This is European Baroque 3, 13.01, Southern Baroque Art Part 1. We have 6 core works and 9 supplemental works. And I have a feeling that was a typo, and my notes that I'm looking at now, I don't think there are any supplemental works. I might have meant 0. I'll have to go back and check on that. Apologies for having not accurate information in this video. So our date range for our core works that we're going to be discussing is from 1599 to 1616, all of them being located and painted in Italy. As you can tell, Northern art usually covers a lot of the UK, while Southern art is mostly centered around Italy. So the paintings that we're going to be looking at are Caravaggio's Calling of St. Matthew, Conversion of St. Paul, Crucifixion of St. Peter, and Death of the Virgin. And then we have Guido Reni's Aurora and Gentileschi's Penitent Magdalene. Now, let's talk about Caravaggio. To put it lightly, he was a bit of a nutcase. What we know about him is that he was a prolific painter. A lot of the stuff that you see that he's painted doesn't even have a preparatory sketch done. He just went right with paint to canvas, and he did so at a very fast pace. Now, unfortunately, this was kind of due to his daring do's in the dead of the night that he was accused of. He absolutely went to jail multiple times. He was wanted in many places for a very long time, and he got into a lot of trouble. He was most likely a pimp, which led to the reason of him being out late at night and weaponized. And so all of this leads to a really interesting character backstory for a painter that really made a name, and with all of his wealthy connections, continued to stay out of trouble and make lots of artwork for us to see today. The Calling of St. Matthew is one of my favorites. I did have the opportunity to see it when I visited Italy, and the really intense difference between shadow and light is just absolutely captivating. So he was known for that raw talent, though not in the beginning, and he absolutely contributed to what we know about the Baroque era today. A lot of those artists are going to use Caravaggio as their inspiration for what they're making. I also want to bring up Gentileschi. This is a very well-known artist in regards of our new feminine artist that we are seeing. She did have the opportunity to begin painting because of her father, but she was absolutely talented in her own right, just like our other women. She went through a lot in her lifetime. If you read a little bit more about her, you'll kind of understand where she's coming from in regards to maybe some of her more thoughtful and deep meaning paintings. Her life is so interesting, and I cannot wait for you to learn more about her. So we will continue to wrap up the European Baroque in our next unit. So until then.